Hi, I'm Dr. Sarin, deals with narcissistic recovery and survival program. Today's our episode is going to be all about narcissists and sex. So, how the narcissist views intimacy with their partner. So, let's get started. Welcome back to my channel again. The main topic today we are going to talk about narcissists and how they think and feel about sex and intimacy. If you have been in a relationship with a narcissist, I don't have to tell you that their understanding and meaning of sex it's very different than how you believe it, because we are common people. Our status, our love status, our thinking level is very different from narcissistic person. So believe it should that look and feel, that is because their definition and house tend to be very different. So today we are going to explore how different the meanings really are and why that is. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel again. Please subscribe my channel and hit that notification bell, because I put out new videos again in every day, and watch the videos until the end, because I am going to explain if narcissists actually able to make love to their partner. So if they just view sex or sex, no matter what, usually when we think about sex and intimacy between two partners or between two people who are in love, so or in relationship, the words that come to mind are we should, our common people, like we will think about that. It's all about loyalty, love, trust, closeness, honesty, respect, and happiness. That is the sum of our relationship. So when we think about the intimate relationship with someone, we usually think about both people in relationship. We tend to view sex as an act that is mutually rewarding meaning. Yeah, that's what mutually, that's we should understand. In case of narcissists, that mutual word is missing, and they want only for them, only for themselves, not for others. So in case of ourselves, it is like mutual rewarding or mutual receive something positive form. And that is a relationship enhancing. And when narcissists think about intimacy and sex, words like power domination, they think that everything should be controlled over them. So that will be ego clash will be the influence, manipulation, so control come to mind. The narcissists tend to view sex as a personally rewarding and self-enhancing, in other words. So for us, sex is usually more about we, and to the narcissist, it is much important to understand that narcissists do not view other human beings' feelings, emotions, what about other things that we feel. So they only care about themselves. They are very selfish people. So we do as an individual entity with thoughts, needs, and desire all of their own needs. Instead of narcissists tend to view other people and relationship more like an asset, car. So a car or a toaster, like that they are seeing a person, something. They view people in terms of how useful they are. That's what, how beneficial they are, how useful they are, how this relationship will be make them rich, and somewhat power in them. It come to intimacy and sex, their views are no different really. They are sexual partners as object, they things like that. They are there to satisfy their needs. For narcissistic people, only they think that the intimacy only for them, that to create their needs or to satisfy their needs. So pleasure, status, and power, only for satisfying them, not others. So we tend to view as a mechanism for enhancing relationship, and narcissists tend to view sex in terms of personal gratification. That's what, personal gratification. We tend to think of sex as a vehicle to increase the emotional intimacy. The narcissists tend to view sex as enhancing their own physical pressure. Now, to some degree or some approach they take to sex and intimacy will depend on what type of narcissist they are. We can understand that if they are grandiose or covert, we can understand how they are doing their sexual activities. So that's what. Now we are coming to they are male or female. However, all narcissists will revolve around gaining narcissistic supply and sex. So usually about gaining narcissistic supply, it can also be used as tool to manipulate the person. Yeah, sex is also a tool to manipulate the person for narcissistic one, and to get what they want specifically for female narcissist. If it is not being used to manipulate the other person, then you can be sure the narcissist is the only focused on their pleasure. So, but the bottom line is there is one person and one only that the narcissist is concerned about when it comes to all things, including sex. It is not their partner. Now, remember in beginning, relationship when they're the beginning of relationship, the narcissists always do love bombing. So why they are doing to make you impress and make you to addict, make you addiction for them. So that's what they doing that. The sex might seem amazing and most intense on those times, and we will emotionally very connected to them and focused on them, give to sometimes cycle of, and what will happen later, the cycle of abuse we will get. We doesn't understand because we are emotionally very much connected to those narcissistic people. That's why if how much kick we used to get, we doesn't understand. How much abuse we used to get, we doesn't understand. It will contaminate bedroom activities later on. So, as well as many times active, the love bombing stages are over, the narcissist will become distant sexually. Afterwards, it will happen. They doesn't want the sex with you people because you are worthless. They think like that because you doesn't. Narcissist doesn't get beneficial. No benefit from you. Then they doesn't want. They just distant from you for sexual activities. So they are very well could use sex as a weapon to punish you. Sex might become completely mechanical and one-sided. Lot of my coaching clients comment that they feel completely objectified during sex, and I used to cry a lot when I hear that clients used to tell about their experience and all. I used to cry because it is very emotional and touching. Even if you are a human being, you cannot tolerate because of their pain of someone. Because we are not narcissistic people, we are common people. If you hear the pain of someone, you used to get cry. That is a intense pain, not little things, not like that. It's very much intense pain, and they are crying from their heart. So the narcissist doesn't even acknowledge that they are participant. Sometimes the narcissist will demand sex every day in basis. If you are not health, if you are unhealthy, you are emotionally upset, they doesn't care. They want everyday sex. So no matter how horrible or abusive they have treated their partner that day, they feel that there is something they are entitled to have every day, no matter. I heard one pregnant woman, she used to tell, even she was next to she going to deliver, before only that he came and he abused her. After delivery she was a cesarean and she has so much pain. We knows that, even every woman knows it, but still she was he abused her, sexually abused her. That's what he's her husband. But what he should understand her pain. But narcissistic people only want their needs or their satisfaction. They only focus only that. So that's what I given one example here. Now it is a requirement that you have to fulfill as a matter of duty to them. It's rather than nauseating when you think about it. And what's even worse is that it doesn't bother the narcissist in the least most times. They have not given your feelings any consideration. They doesn't give because they are very toxic. That's what I should say. And their needs, it also very common for the narcissist uh, to remember everything is about gaining narcissistic supply, including sex. So if they have the opportunity to cheat and try to believe they won't get caught, chances are near. Because they used to tell, if we are cheating with their partner, they used to tell, you are not giving me, you are not giving more satisfaction in intimacy. So that's why I went to other partner. They used to, every time they are claiming this this thing that it's really if you hear this, it's like a comedy only, because why everyone can go, not only narcissistic, but why we are not going, because we love that partner, or we love the opposite party. That's why we are believe in marriage, or something like together, living together relationship, everything. So they are just cheating you, and they are just claiming it's all your fault. So that is happening here. They will do. There are quite a few narcissists that develop full blown sexual addiction. I hear from my coaching clients. Any one more example I'm going to tell you every day, how they have been cheated on with prostitute, friends, co-workers, and even family members. You know that even family members. I know one of my client. She told me that she left her spouse and mother or father of their children of one of their spouse relatives. So how rude it is, you can imagine that. So they doesn't have any shame to do that. That's what we should understand. They don't feel empathy for their partner. They don't experience regret or guilt. That's what gives the narcissist the ability to do the things that we do to other people. We cannot do to other people because we love them. If you love seriously or genuinely, you are loving, you cannot do that decent things, we just quarrel, or we use abusive words, maybe most of times, if you are not controlled. But we cannot do, we have some shame in our inside. That's why we doesn't touch those areas. But narcissist doesn't have those feelings, so they ready to do these activities while in relationship. So the narcissist ability to do the things that they do to other people. They just don't care about collateral damage that they do to other people. It will collapse your inner self, and you should. It will take years to heal if the narcissist done these things to one partner means. You can understand. I have seen so many of my clients, they are undergoing healing procedure, and still 6 years now also she is better now, but still she is not that much good, or she is now I think she is okay, but she has so much pain inside while remembering those things. That also a cheating case. So that's what we should stay away these toxic people. That's I what say. I have to say that they just don't care about collateral damage they do to other people, their spouse, or even their own children. They used to do, they sexually abuse their own children. That also narcissistic people only. They have that some traits in narcissistic traits in those spouse. That's why they are doing sexually abuse their own children. Narcissists have blinders on, and the only person they give only consideration to is themselves. I have been asked many times if narcissists have the capacity or ability to make love sometimes. One of my coaching clients will told me that they swear about the narcissist has been that connected to them during sex, and I think that is such relevant question, because the answer is yes. They do have the capability to make love, but only to themselves when there seem to be a deep sexual connection for the partner of narcissist. It's not for the reason that you think it is for narcissist. Most everything is a tool. That's what. It's not love actually. They use tool. That sex is a tool for them. So they will do amazingly. So you will fall for that, and you will get that addiction. If you get drug addiction, or so much addictions are there, even alcohol addiction. Like addiction is this sexual addiction for narcissistic people. That's what they want. That is a tool, or a sexual tool is the manipulative tool for them. So that's why it's not for the reason that you think it's for narcissists. Most everything it is a tool or tactic to manipulate their victims. That's what. With underlying goal of extracting narcissistic supply. So on occasion the narcissist might seem deeply connected to the victim. Even in society or public, they used to show that they are very lovingly, very charm, very good to their partner, and even society doesn't understand, and they doesn't think he's cheating her or she's cheating her in privately. But they can't even understand, because they are very much actors. If you are make a film with this narcissistic people, they will get Oscar award for their drama or for their movies and all. So that's much what we say, their filmy character is fantastic for them. So they are a drama queens in societies. On occasion, the narcissist might seem deeply connected to the victim. However, this is just another form of love bombing. Yes, mirroring. Narcissists are actually aware of what the victim wants to feel and believe from narcissist. So they will practice such manner that victim respond intensely. This serves two purpose: to get the victim even more bonded to narcissist. You understand? So that's what they want, as well as, and more importantly, mirroring also their tactics only. Back to the narcissist, the image of perfection of the false self. They are using their false self. Their inner self is false self. So if it feels as if the narcissist is making love to you, the reality is they are interrupting your reaction as a reflection of truth. So truth is in their mind. They are connecting and making love to their perfect self. Okay. That's gone today's video. If you found this video is helpful, please remember to subscribe my channel, thumbs up, and share your thoughts, ideas, and comments in comment box below. That's what today's. Bye. Stay happy. Stay healthy.